Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. I hope you're doing well. It's Tuesday, October 12th. We've got a great video for you today on both the SBA EIDL program, the latest on EIDL approvals, reconsiderations, especially if you're going for those quote EIDL 2.0 increases. Those are the loans over 500K. And there's news out of Congress. Pelosi prepares the Democrats to scale back the $3.5 trillion bill. They're making tough decisions on this big social package on what will stay in and what will be cut. So I want to bring that up because by and large, Congress does want to pass something. The question, of course, is on the price tag, how much to approve now, and also to understand the ripple effects here. Whatever's approved now, a lot of these programs will have to be renewed once they're in place. I'll keep today's video short. If you support what we're doing, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to hit subscribe, turn on the alerts. I'll start with the EIDL news, then I'll loop back to the $3.5 trillion bill. Okay, now let me pull up the latest EIDL progress data. This is on our brand new dashboard. For folks we're giving one-on-one support to, you can see right here in the EIDL progress section, under the EIDL approval community data, 60% are still awaiting funding, either less than 500K or above 500K. But the key piece there is that you're still waiting for something. The ball is not in your court anymore. It's in the SBA's court. 15% of you are approved and happy about that. And that means that you haven't indicated that you're seeking more funding. So we'll be running another poll soon. And when we do, this data will update. I know I shared this a couple days ago, but if you're interested, you can track funding progress, your 2020 revenue compared to your projection for this year and your 2021 funding goal right above me here, and see how close you are towards your goal. You can import other funding that you've received, such as your PPP or your grants, if you received any of those. And there's other tips as well, such as our new grants and loans. We're going to be adding more in the coming weeks, such as exclusive webinars. So that's on Skip when you book one-on-one support. We just opened up a few more spots for Thursday and Friday this week to talk to us and set up your dashboard here. So by all means, if you're still on the fence about it, you can skip the wait list, which is now over 4,000 people. Go to EIDL.me, that's EIDL.me, or click the link in the description. You'll skip that wait list. You'll be able to book a time to talk with us, and we'll help you get through the EIDL process. And for those of you who are premium, you can now set this up on your dashboard when you log in. Just navigate to the business dashboard here, then you'll fill out your profile, import your existing information, and then be able to see your dashboard. Of course, you can also calculate your EIDL loan increase. And as I mentioned yesterday, there's a couple scenarios that are happening that I want people to know about. Number one, and this is the most important piece, there is variability among SBA loan officers. We know that. Of course, they all go through some training, but there's still variability in terms of how they make decisions. One example I gave over the weekend, and we've heard this a few times now, is that someone with mediocre credit in the low to mid 600s, with lots of business and personal debt, without any real estate, personal or business, but with solid business revenue, was able to get the full $2 million increase. Whereas we've heard many people who've got the works, you've got the business real estate, the collateral up the wazoo, great credit, no business liabilities, are getting denied. So keep that in mind. And the main point is, if you believe you need this funding to support your business and you can repay it, then go for it. You know, going through reconsideration may be a little painful, but we can certainly help with that. I can try to help out in these videos, and of course you can book a time to talk with us to help you through reconsideration, because I'd hate to see people give up with an initial denial if you believe you're eligible and you believe it could help your business, and of course that you'll be able to repay it. The second point is about reconsideration. You know, it may take several weeks once you get in the reconsideration queue, but it's better to get in the queue than prepare your documents, try to anticipate what the loan officer may ask for, because these programs are valid through the end of the year. So basically we have less than 3 months left for this funding. Of course, we have lots of other grants and loans to tell you about. We have great loan partners that have competitive interest rates. They're not 3.75% over 30 years. I don't think anyone can beat that, but they're still good options. But I just want to mention that you have around 80 days left to apply for EIDL loans, get through the hoops. So if there are things you have questions about, of course, we love hearing them in the comments, but if you have anything specific to your situation, we're more than happy to help. As you know, this is a very unique moment in time. As we round the corner in the pandemic, there's still these programs that are available, but of course there are these other big packages too that will also help. There isn't much in here specific to small business funding, but still these packages will affect everyone in the US, period. So that's why I continue to cover these bills even as they make their way back and forth through the House, Senate. But here's what you need to know about the $3.5 trillion bill. The proposal that House Democrats unveiled in September aims to expand Medicare, combat climate change, improve education, and offer a slew of new benefits to help families and children, with much of the spending financed through new tax increases on corporations and the wealthy. So that's the 50-word summary. A lot of that includes universal pre-K, free community college, increasing Medicare benefits, and decreasing the age of eligibility. But the discussion this week is now limiting who is eligible, because Pelosi has recognized that the centrist Democrats, namely Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema, do not want to spend $3.5 trillion, probably closer to $1.5 trillion. Of course, there's the handful of progressive Democrats who won't budge from $3.5 trillion. So Pelosi's navigating that. Here is Pelosi's quote today: "We have some important decisions to make in the next few days. The debate happening this week is whether to provide benefits to low-income Americans only or a broader swath of the public, similar to the stimulus checks." Remember the stimulus checks that went out, $1,200, then $600, if I'm remembering correctly. The full amount only went to folks making $75,000 or less, or $150,000 or less as a household, and it tapered out to zero at around $100K or $200K per household. The debate now is about that. So Joe Manchin likes this idea of means testing to target government aid, arguing that narrowing eligibility for the most in need would certainly be the cheaper and more efficient way to use taxpayer funds. That's his argument. On the other side are the progressive and centrist Democrats who want to make programs like subsidized childcare, free preschool, and 2 years of community college available to Americans up and down the income ladder. One of the challenges pointed out here is if you do means testing, number one, it may create an unnecessary barrier. The fact that you have to submit some information will still be a barrier. Number two, people's situations change. Your income goes up, your income goes down. You may lose benefits that you have, then try to qualify again. So there's that side of things as well. I'd love to hear what you think, especially when it comes to childcare, free preschool, free community college, where you stand on that. Do you think everyone in the US should be eligible for that, no matter your income, or it should be more targeted? Drop it in the comments. Don't forget, if you want one-on-one help and you want to skip the queue and find a spot to talk with us and have a dashboard set up like this for you to stay up to date on everything important, go to EIDL.me or click the link in the description. Most importantly, stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.